Okay, so we're gonna try to do this again because last time it worked, but we didn't direct our attention enough. I should learn how to speak more clearly. Okay. When you watch more videos or you earn a new role, you get more of these. Then what should I do to unlock that video? Get more wins, gain more power level. Didn't I just answer your question, bro? Hendrix Wayne. I know your name is not Hendrix Wayne. I know it's not. So yeah, that's the story, okay? Is there anything better in life than waking up early, watching the sunrise, drink your coffee, dabble in whatever you like, and working? Now I'm not like doing crazy work, but I'm engaging in a little bit, putting my name out there, showing that I'm active. I didn't do shit, but it's just nice, nice to do things. What's a message that I can share with you guys? Daily lesson? No. Money bag journal? Okay. Every day I see people turning a simple game into a 40-step maze. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not running a billion-dollar business a day, billion-dollar a day business. You're building a business to ensure you never need a 9 to 5 again. Big difference. You don't need 27 browser tabs open. You don't need to optimize your routine. You need to do a few things that actually move the needle and cut the rest. Let me be blunt. Success is simple. You win by doing the stuff that actually matters. The rest, the noise, distracted. Matrix bullshit. Truth is, most of you are working hard, but not working right. You're spinning wheels, not moving forward, then you wonder why you're stuck. You want results? Stick to the course material and the daily checklist I give you every morning. There's not 40 things on it, there's not even 10. But if you actually follow it, the 5 key steps, instead of playing mental gymnastics, you'll realize something crazy. You'll make more progress putting in less effort. Why? Because your effort is finally focused on what matters. Wake up now. Success, wake up now. Success doesn't reward busy work, it rewards focused action. Stop tricking yourself into thinking you need to prepare more. You're not underprepared, you're just distracted. Stop trying to do everything and start doing uh, the few right things and watch your life change forever. Because you finally, because you simplify success, you multiply your results. Oh, because when you simplify success, you multiply your results. Isn't that a perfect messaging? I'm going to say that. I'm going to respond. I'm going to say that was perfect messaging. Let's do copy link, put it here. Uh-huh. Uh, Mm, 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 mm. Perfectly. Okay. I see now. So to unlock more stuff, I just need to keep watching the videos and follow the steps to earn new roles, right? Got it. Thanks. Correct. Fucking hell, bro. It wasn't that difficult. It literally took me 15 minutes to explain to you one sentence. So this morning we're smoking H. Upman Heritage Special Edition Barber. The Barber is in the name of the cigar. The brand name H. Upman. The name, like the model or the make or whatever, is Heritage. But the edition is Barber. The reason the color Barber is because the wrapper has two different colors. So there's two different flavors, really. It's not like a strawberry, blueberry flavor, but it's a strong flavor and a light flavor. Not too hard, not too soft, basically. Just right. Are we allowed to repost messages? Are we allowed to repost your messages like this? I will give you credit. Not stealing, just resharing, promoting. Is he even awake? Let's see who's awake. Ah, he is awake. You see why he's awake? Because he's the boss. It's fucking not even 6 o'clock in the morning. And he's awake. Working. Oh. Why am I not getting any views? So let me tell you guys a story. Let me fix this because we're gonna relax a little bit. We're not gonna go on the laptop. Let me tell you guys a story. So basically, we started working at a Toyota, not a Toyota, a Hyundai dealership. I didn't really want to say the brand name, but whatever. We worked at a Hyundai dealership for 2 days. Day one, it was a shit show. It was a shit show the second I walked in the door. And I'll tell you why it's a shit show. It's a shit show because the second we got there, the general manager of the dealership tells me, all right, come in Monday 10 a.m. Monday 10 a.m. we get in there. Well, we get there 9:50. We came early. Hi, my name is Anas. I spoke to this person. He said come in at this time and this day. All right, no problem. Have a seat. I have a seat, and nobody talks to me until 10:50. So basically an hour. So you essentially already wasted an hour of my time. Then when I do get approached, let's do this so this is better for the camera. And then when we do get approached, We got a freaking book full of papers, a stack of papers like this thick. I want to say maybe 3 inches thick, and just slapped on our table, like kind of tossed a little bit. Says fill that out. I'm like, what are these papers? I look through them. It's the tax information, and I'm like, okay, why am I getting the tax? I know why I'm getting it, but why am I getting it on paper? It's fucking 2025. You guys don't have a computer? They go, nah, we do our stuff old fashioned. I'm like, oh, okay, you do it old fashioned? All right, no problem. Filling it out, and I leave everything blank. I fill out everything except the social security part. Leave that part blank. Because I'm like, I want to see if you guys are actually going to pay attention or not. So, fill everything out, leave the social security part back. I give it back to them. And the guy looks through it. Fine. I have a seat. 30 minutes later, he comes back to me, throws it back on my table, and says, yeah, you left out this part blank, you left this part blank, you left this part blank. I'm like, oh, okay. You need me to fill it out? He goes, yeah, we need to fill it out. So I fill it out. I put the correct information, don't worry. IRS. Fucking scumbags. And he goes, okay, now what I need you to do is give me a moment. I'm like, bro, at this point, you had 2.5 hours. You made me wait for an hour. Then I filled it out. That took me like an hour. Because I had to read the shit and fill it out. And then I gave it back to you, and you give it back to me. So there's already 2 hours. And then you told me to sit down. And then when I sat down, that's another 30 minutes. So that's another, that's 2.5 hours. And then he goes, because this is a dealership, and I was applying for the salesman position. Well, and I got the salesman position if they wanted me to fill out the tax information. So he goes, okay, sit down. He comes back to me and goes, drive all these cars. Take whatever car you want. Take as much cars as you want and drive. I want you to learn the car. And I get in, it gives me the keys. I swear to God, the key looks like the girl's anal beads toy or whatever, the toy that they put in their ass. It's round. It's chrome. It's not round. It's more like oval. The buttons are all retarded. Like it's a key. Here, I'll do this, okay? This is the key, but picture oval. Unlock is right here. Lock is right here. Trunk is right here. Alarm is right here. The actual physical key, because they all have to have a physical key. The physical key is like on the top corner. And then because all the buttons are fucking placed weird, the chrome of the thing was like a plastic, cheap ass plastic chrome. It was like this. I'm like, oh, this is a terrible key. So the key already pissed me off. And then I click the button to for the alarm so I can know which car it is and where the car is located. And it makes this gay ass car horn noise. I don't even remember how it was. I just know it sounded gay. It sounded weak and cheap. I'm like, oh. The key is gay and the horn is gay. Now let's see the car. I look at the car, and the headlight is not the headlight. The turn light is right here. So the hood, this is the hood. The turn light signals are right here. The headlights are right here at the bottom of the fucking bumper. The bumper is cheap. I kicked it. Fucking fell off. Brand new 2025. Man, what is this car, bro? I looked at the sticker, and it was like 28,000 or something like that. It's not crazy expensive, but Fuck, bro. Go get you a brand new Toyota Camry. It looks better and it's better quality and cheaper and all. Oh, it's just so much shit. And then I start the car, and the fucking interior was shit. The door handle was shit. When you pull the door handle, the fucking car shakes. I pushed the car, like not to start it, but just pushed it. And the fucking car suspension is bound. The car's shaking back and forth. I'm like, why? Ugh, I felt gay driving this car because I know the car is shit. Infotainment system is shit. Telling me to slide up and down. I'm trying to connect the Bluetooth. It's making this shit difficult. I'm driving it. Oh shit. The seats. The seat doesn't even have a fucking power button. It's not power seats where you could just, slide the thing forward and the car moves and the seat moves forward. It had the little lever on the fucking bottom front. I had to do that. It's fucking pissed me off. So the moral of the story is don't buy a Hyundai. Oh, and then I'm going to go back. I'm going to rewind for a second. When I'm filling out the tax documents, right, I'm sitting on the table. And, car dealerships, they have to look nice on the inside. And I'm doing it, and they have that glass window, the glass doors, so they can look nice and modern, looking like some shit Iron Man will have. And I'm sitting down, filling it out, and I'm looking forward, and I can see the back office. I swear to God, there's some young white kid. He has to be in his 20s. I'm 23. Okay, my birthday was Friday. But this kid, he no more, like 28, the oldest. Skinny white kid. Okay, this is what he does. He's walking. Can you see me? So he's walking like this. Goes into his office, right? We'll make this part his office. Yeah, there we go. So we make this part his office. So he walks into his office and he goes. He's vaping, vaping. And then he sits down. Can you see this chair? He sits down. Texts on social media, on his phone, not texting, swiping, I mean. I can see the motion. He's swiping. Stands up, walks out of his office, makes some snarky remark. Like he makes a noise, like he not whispers, he whistles and goes. I don't want to whistle long because I got neighbors, so I'm considerate like that. He goes, hey, make sure you get it to me by 6 p.m. I'm like, bro, it's noon. Like 6 p.m. What the hell's going to take you so long? I had that shit done in 4 minutes. And then he stands up, and then he goes back into his office because he's already standing. Rips the vape again. Sits down. Starts scrolling. Rips the vape again. Stands up. Walks out of the office. Whistles again. Whew. Good job. Good job. Walks back into his office. Rips the vape again. Sits down. Scrolls. Digs into his nuts. Swear to God. Gets up. He's about to walk back out, but then somebody walks into his office. That guy sits down. They have a smile, a laugh, or whatever. The guy leaves. This kid scrolls back on his phone. Digs in his nuts. Digs in his nuts again. He's about to smell this shit. He just digged in his nuts. He's about to smell it. I swear to God, this is a true story. And remember, I'm sitting down. I'm like at that chair. Okay. He does this. He goes, oh no, actually, I'm gonna make you guys me. You guys are me. and you're filling out the documents at the table. And it's a glass window. So he digs in his nuts again. He goes like, and then I started dying laughing, bro. I swear to God, I was fucking hysterical. I'm like hyperventilating. I'm like crying almost. I'm like, bro, what is this shit? He starts dying laughing, and then he just goes back to normal. Doesn't sniff it. He doesn't sniff it. But he saw me, and I saw him, and he saw me see that whole thing, bro. Right then, and this is remember, this is like the third hour that I'm there, or maybe this is like the second hour that I'm there, and I don't know who he is. I later learned that he's the finance advisor, which is basically well, not basically, he's the finance manager or the finance guy, but he's also the owner's son. So I'm like, I learned that later on in the day. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's why he doesn't give a shit. That's why he's a dirty dog. Dirty son of a bitch. And I was just dying laughing. Right then and there, I was like, I know this dealership is shit, bro. But I'll stick around. I'll see what's going on. So I sticked around there for the rest of the day. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, you guys didn't give me a schedule. I'm like, what am I doing? Am I coming back here tomorrow? Like, what time am I coming back? What's my next shift? And the guy feels, not the same guy, but the general manager, he gives me his schedule. And his schedule was like 13 hours. I'm like, bro, you guys don't have a 40-hour, like, he gave me his entire schedule for the rest of the week. I'm like, bro, you guys don't have like a 40-hour limit or something? Like, this is like 55 hours for the week. I'm not complaining about it, but I just didn't know. And he goes, no. I'm like, no, what? You guys don't have 40 hours or you guys don't have overtime? He goes, overtime, ah, ha, ha. Hey. And he calls some guy over. He goes, he thinks we get overtime. And then the guy was like, oh, if we get overtime, y'all need to pay me. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? But you could have just said no overtime. So I'm like, you want me to work 55 hours a week, 55 hours? No, so basically it wasn't like 55 hours. That week's shift, that week's schedule was 55 hours. But he goes, this is commission. So you show up and you sell and you get paid. You don't sell, you don't get paid. I'm like, okay, I get that part, and that part makes sense, and I understand that completely. I actually support it. I like that. I like that structure. But this dealership doesn't have enough traffic or customers or sales to pay me accordingly. So I was like, all right, let me just show up tomorrow. Maybe it'll slow on a Monday. By the way, I left at 9 p.m. So I was like, all right, I worked this entire day, basically 10 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is 11 hours. Let me see tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is busier. Tomorrow, Tuesday comes around. 2 people walked in the door. One of them sold. But you gotta think about all the other staff, all the other salespeople that are there. They didn't sell nothing that day. So I left. I don't work there. So it's back to Uber. I wanna know why this fucking cigar keeps dying. We got 5 minutes left. We didn't get a single view. Which I'm not complaining about, but anybody who's been watching my videos, because I know you guys are going to be watching it from the future, retrospectively, you're going to be watching it, meaning you're going to be watching it back. My rule is, if I don't get high worthy engagement. The first 30 minutes I'm out. So you guys have 5 minutes and 6 seconds to give me high engagement. I told that story, so it's not like I'm not active or engaging. By the way, this is a trick that you do with your cigar. This is called a draw enhancer. You basically poke a hole in the back of it. That way you could get more air, which gives you a smoother draw. Hence the name. Draw enhancer. I should have went live on Instagram. So this is what you do. First thing you do is warm up the edges. Then you blow out. You're trying to get rid of all the old smoke, the old ash, whatever you want to call it. And then you want to breathe in so you can get the new ash, the new smoke, and reheat it. There, now it tastes like brand new. All right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Barber. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. So basically, the moral of the story that I talked about a couple of minutes ago, the moral of the story is go into sales, observe the environment, and determine whether or not the environment is or will be successful. So sales is good. Commission is pretty good. But there is no customers. And I don't have a fucking computer, which is retarded. Alright. I'm leaving. I'm going Instagram live right now.